Hey guys, SaxDude26 here and welcome back to Let's Play MegaMan 3 in the Wily Wars. Last time we took down the rest of the dock robots, fought off with Breakman, and now we're heading through Wily Castle. With me today I have a special guest.
Commentator 1337 everyone, and I am laughing my face off watching a pink MegaMan dance across the screen.
Indeed.
Silently, of course.
As he jumps through a castle of death and doom and destruction.
But it's good. It's good death and doom and destruction because it's sponsored by science, of course.
Of course. It's a completely different setup of infrastructure to the typical, big pillars and stone of most castles.
Indeed.
Top spin. Where are the penguins? There are the penguins. I see the penguins.
Penguins. How could penguins ever be used as a weapon? I mean, there's that one game series that has printies that sort of explode, but they're cute suicidal penguins.
There we go. I believe this is actually the midpoint of the stage, and if you die, you actually spawn right next to the extra life. Which is rather hilarious. You might want to get that eaten. Jet, all the way up here, get bridges. Go, and refill the hard knuckle. Excellent. Onward for more science!
Yes!
Verily.
Undeniably so.
And punch unintentionally.
Ninjas. Bomb ninjas?
Hammer throwing ninjas. This is not the Olympics, sir. You are at the wrong event.
Indeed.
Now half expecting to see in future Mega Man games Olympically themed Sniper Joes doing other kinds of things like throwing discus or javelin. That would be strange. Might want Rush Coil for this. No, Shadow Blade. Employing strategy. Employing bouncing. There we go.
Suddenly Megamut? Is that what they call him? I actually don't know this.
His name is Rush, but he's a Wonder Mutt!
I think Megamut fits him better for some reason. Just because, Mega Man. I mean, if they can make a super dog for Superman, I'm sure they can make a Megamut for Mega Man.
That is a good point. Granted, I haven't seen very much of Superman. Superdog.
Yeah, there's a good reason for that.
Whee!
Haha! Dramatic.
It's time to fight a turtle dispenser.
How did that turtle... How does it fit that many turtles in there? I mean, I can barely see it holding one. Oh god. It's gonna be one of those weird things where there's hammer space. And I'm gonna get into those logical loops where I'm like, this is absolutely hogwash. This can't be possible.
Don't speak of hammer space. This isn't The Legend of Zelda.
It's a term that applies across many boards, sir.
Very true. I always thought the phrase was mallet space, though. I may have quoted that wrong in the past, then.
Who knows? It might be both.
So, the turtle machine out of the way.
There's only a giant skull back.
Time to continue the science.
Indeed. In the factory skull thingamabob. But it looks nice on the inside. Excellent interior decorating. My props to the evil genius.
I do quite like the look of Wily Castle 2 on the inside. It does look rather nice. I do like this tiling.
I believe the lair of an evil genius defines the evil genius himself. I mean, what good is having an evil lair if it's not good?
If it's not evil.
Yeah, I know that's a very blunt way of putting it, but in my opinion, it's quite precise.
Hmm.
It has to be functional. I think Nintendo's evil layers are starting to lack lately. They're just not as, jump, avoid this, don't get hit by that. There's no,
It's mainly just lava.
Yeah, I mean, it might as well just be a castle filled with lava. One giant mission of parkour.
Rush. You silly dog. And that was quite possibly the shortest stage ever. Now to fight a returning boss from Mega Man 1. Yay, Yellow Devil. That's exactly what I wanted to be fighting today.
Oh, I've heard of this bow. I think. He seems familiar.
Despite being Mark II Yellow Devil, he's considerably slower than his original counterpart.
He also has one large eye that's quite infuriating. I wish I had this ability. It would be so intimidating, but it would take forever just to get anything done.
But on the bright side, you'd be like human Tetris.
That would give me an excuse to play Russian music.
Did I just dodge that? Wow! Wow, when you're playing the game at a stable frame rate, that attack is actually dodgeable. Nice. Ow.
And yet something like that you've been obliterated by.
Yes, indeed. Yes! I think I've got the hang of that pattern now. Excellent. Fantastic. Stupendous.
Exceptional.
Thank goodness for your lack of invincibility frames.
Aha. Wow.
Unlike last time, this is actually paced fairly evenly, which is nice.
Well, that does have some advantages. Sometimes the Mark II isn't always an improvement.
Maybe the Mark II was just, Capcom's way of apologizing for having made Yellow Devil so hard before. So they went, hey, bring him back. But we swear, you won't find him anywhere near as frustrating. Consider it our apology. Granted, it makes him far more pathetic as a boss. And he still explodes.
Well, of course, the explosion is the best part. If there was no explosion, there'd be no fun.
Where was the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom!
There was. It was over Russia. And it just broke a zinc factory.
Moving on.
Of course. It could have just been a Nokia phone someone lost. Somehow in orbit.
Probably the broken off piece of the one that I somehow managed to break.
You managed to break it?
Yeah, I managed to break my Nokia phone. How I've done that, I have no idea. But now we are up to stage 3 of Wily Castle, and probably the best theme out of a lot of castle themes. I mean, this theme is just...
Green.
I know you can't hear it, Sean, but it's very foreboding and fitting for an end-of-game fortress.
I'm more worried about the green that's everywhere. Well, I mean, there was green, now it's just, I have no idea what's going on here. I can presume safely that MegaMan is tripping, but I'm not exactly certain. Oh, okay, we're back at green.
Yeah. Hologram generators.
And apparently Wily has invented suicide grenade bots.
Mm-hmm.
Am I, correct in thinking that?
Pretty much. He seems to have a knack. A knack? He seems to have a knack. He seems to have a knack for making kamikaze-ing robots of all shapes and sizes.
Well, if they get the job done.
That is true. For the glory of Wily!
I mean, it's more than you can say for Eggman.
Very true. And now we're playing Frogger.
Really? This reminds me of Cement Factory. the old Game & Watch game.
Oh! I can see that a little bit too.
A lot of the Game & Watch games were just like this.
Although, I'm getting more of a Frogger vibe simply because I saw a playthrough of this a while back and someone compared this to Frogger and I went, I can see the
Well, I could
comparison.
see that quite accurate.
Fairly fitting comparison. I wonder, will there be anything good in the surprise boxes?
It's a surprise!
An E-Tank, lovely. How many do I have now? I have 7 E-Tanks?
Is this good?
This is alarmingly good. Time for a rematch with another returning boss. The Copy Robot. Except now, he's taking his copying abilities to the extreme of being able to triplicate himself. Only one of them is real, and thus only one of them can be hurt. There's no real visual indication of which one it is, you just have to
Watch the health bar.
watch to see that flashing light there and shoot like crazy.
So it's
Thankfully-
going to be a really long match. is what you're saying.
Yeah. Since I have so many E-Tanks, I guess I can afford to keep doing this with the Buster. Thankfully, he doesn't hurt anywhere near as much as he did in Mega Man 1, which is a relief. He can also shoot behind him. I don't understand. Copy Robot, what are you doing?
Violating copyright laws.
Copyright. Oh my goodness. Copy Robot is the reason that YouTube's copyrights are so nonsensical.
Yes, fight the oppression.
You could try moving, Copy Robot.
He is moving in a very predictable pattern.
That's exactly what the complaint was about. It's almost making this too easy. Snake!
Oh, what?
Snake!
Turn screen 2? Apparently he still shoots the crappy energy, even though he's a different him.
Unlike the Copy Robot in Mega Man 1, despite the fact that you can change weapons and it changes his color palette, he doesn't change from the Mega Buster at any point. Which is rather lazy of him.
But of course.
But we've made some pretty substantial progress through Wily Castle, so I think next time on Let's Play Mega Man 3, we'll finish the castle off and take down Wily himself. Until then, this has been Saxdude26.
Commentator 1337.
See you next time for more Science of Doom.
And Doom Science of Science.
Doomy doomy science.
And various other sciences.
Most
Yes.
likely Doom related.
But of course, it is Wily we are talking about after all.
Indeed. Fear the eyebrows!